We are going to do animal focused movements. I'm calling Druid training. Druids, they can turn into different animals. So that's the theme that we're going to do today. We're going to just tap into our animal spirits. We are going to do animal movement. So it's going to be animal Qigong. We are going to do some tiger movement. Take on the spirit of tigers. Feel like yourself transforming into a tiger. You just like feel like the muscles like forming, the power surging. When you do these animal Qigong exercises, the spiritual aspect is just as important as the physical aspect. The first movement here, we are going to treat this like a warm-up, all right? And it's just really to feel the tiger waking up, letting that tiger spirit slowly start to rise up in you, a gentle stretch, but letting that breath become more and more powerful. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulders dropped and relax, and just let your palms just rest down right in front of your hips, fingers point forward. This is small movement, controlled, but when you're able to do this, it feels really, really powerful. So it goes from flat palm, bend the knuckles without clenching and stiffening your hands. So if you think about a tiger, it's like they're so loose when they stretch, right? They're not tense, right? So this is what you want to do with your tiger paws. Just bend the knuckles in without tensing up your hands. And then now, starting with your pinky, bring your pinky into your palm, and then your middle finger, and then your ring finger, and then your middle finger, and then your pointer finger, and then your thumb. So we're going to make this vertical fist. First bring in your knuckles and then squeezing one at a time. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb. And then you're just going to bend your elbows and bring the hands up to your chest. When your fists are right in front of your chest, you're going to open up the palms. And here's where you want to feel that power. You're going to take a deep inhale and feel your breath pressing your hands up. And your eyes are going to look up at your hands. You're not going to lean back. You're just going to press straight up, and your eyes are going to look up at your hands. And then here, eyes look straight ahead forward. And just like before, starting with the pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb. Just bend your elbows again. Bring your fist back in front of your chest. Open up the palms. Exhale. Press the hands back down to your hips. And then we repeat. So first, just let the fingertips curl. And then powerful here, one at a time, controlled. Bend your elbows in front of your chest. Open up, keeping your shoulders relaxed, but a powerful inhale. As you just feel this lift up with your hands, eyes up. And then eyes look straight, and then one finger at a time, starting with your pinky. And just feel like the exhale is pulling this down, opening up your palms, starting to feel your breath lengthening, and seeing if you can do all of this in one breath. Just feel that power surging, fists up to chest, open up the palms. Just feel this deep inhale up as you press the hands up. Eyes look straight, starting with the pinky, one finger at a time. Exhale. Are you feeling the spirit of the tiger? This energy, powerful energy surging. Last time, one finger at a time, starting with the pinky. Inhale. Eyes look straight. Tiger is waking up. Exhale. Now we're going to get a lot more physical. Now, this is really going to tap into that tiger spirit. Right? This movement is called tiger seizing prey. And you really do want to let that tiger predator spirit like course through your body. Like, we want that sense of power, that sense of focus. So, we want the appropriate focus and mindset and breath and spirit to match the physical movements, right? So these movements that are strong and powerful and fierce, you don't want to approach those as like a little kitty cat, right? You just can't get that same energy and benefit out of it. This becomes more physical. It's going to exercise your back. It's going to exercise your legs. Let me show you what this movement looks like, and then we can do it together. Right? The first thing is you're going to go like straight back. And you're going to arch your back and lean back. And your hands are going to come up along the side. And then here, you're going to stretch forward. So the feeling is like you're spread across a tabletop and you're reaching. And don't like arch your back down. Try to keep this flat. And your eyes look straight ahead and you want to reach. And so it's like your hips are going back and your hands are going forward. And you want this deep, deep stretch. And then you bend your knees. And then here, it's like in. Right? So it's not just like, oh, I'm coming back. No. In. It's like almost like you're scratching and pulling. So now, from here, bend your knees. In. Pull. Loose fist. And then you go back again. Stretch. So you're feeling this arch in your back. And then now, seize prey. This is the seizing prey part. So you're going to open up your foot. Shift your weight, and then fierce. It's like this strong exhale, fierce, down. Eyes look forward and down. And then repeat again. The hand positions will just go from loose fists. You just like kind of curl them in, just hollow, just like that, right? And then from there, they're going to go into tiger paws. When you do the tiger paws, don't clench. Right, like still feel like this can relax. Tiger is not like tense. We don't need to tense up. It was so powerful, we don't need to tense up. Stretch back. Inhale, come back. Open up the palms. Exhale, stretch. Eyes forward. Hips go back. Hands stretch forward. Feeling the stretch, straight legs here. And then bend your knees, and it's like you're clawing back. Loose fists. Inhale. Now, open up your right foot so it angles out. Strong exhale, seizing prey here. Eyes down, forward on the floor. Feet shoulder width apart. Just adjust your feet straight again. And then come in. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch. Stretch. Bend your knees. Claw back. Inhale. Open up the other foot. Strong exhale, seizing your prey. Feeling that spirit coursing through you. Inhale, down the middle again. Exhale, stretch. Eyes straight ahead. You see your prey there. Keep that focus. Inhale, open up the other foot. Exhale, seize your prey. Feet shoulder width apart. Down the middle again. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. Focus. Bend your knees, claw back. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder width. We're going a little bit more aggressive with this third one. Now, we're springing on our prey. Like, this is not just seizing. This is now attacking. This is going full body, springing, and then we're also actually going to go down to the ground and stretch. Not everyone's going to be able to do the part where we go down to the ground. You just do the best that you can. You're going to imagine your tiger claws are going to sink into your prey. So you're going to direct your fingernails forward like this. And you're going to come back. And then you're going to spring forward and imagine like the fingernails, your tiger claws, sink into your prey. You start with a fist where the thumb actually presses against a point at the base of the ring finger. You're squeezing around the thumb and you're coming in and you're hunching and then you spring, right? With a step. Let me show it to you first and then we can do it together. So you're going to face the side and you see how this is going to kind of hunch and roll. So we're going to kind of hunch and bring the hands up. And then you're going to step. And then you're going to spring the hands forward. And then we're going to come back and do this again. We're going to come back and spring. Like really powerful thrust here. And then hands come down on the floor. Both heels come up. Kind of lean forward and then you arch your back and your eyes look up at the ceiling. The heels are up off the floor. And then foot comes down. Alright, so we're going to do this once on each side. Alright, remember, thumb to the base of the ring finger, squeeze, and back is involved here. The power from the spring is whole body and legs. So not just arms, whole body. Imagine taking on the spirit of that tiger and you are attacking the prey. And that's okay. This is a time for you to play with that predator spirit. You want to feel that and let that drive that power in this movement. So, your right foot is going to be the supporting one. Let that foot angle to the corner. Your left foot is the one that's going to face forward, and your left foot is going to step up. Right, so making this fist hunch, left foot step up and spring, and then come back and spring. Let the hands come down, the heels come up, both heels come up, lean forward, and eyes up at the ceiling. Arch that back, feel the stretch. And then your left foot flat to the floor and let yourself push up, okay? Thumb back to the base of the ring finger, squeeze the 4 fingers, turn your left foot around. shift your weight. Bring that right foot in by your left foot. Now, your left foot should be angled to the corner. Your right foot is pointing straight. The right foot is the one that's going to step forward. Hunch, step, pounce, and spring. Again. Hands down. Heels up. Lean forward. Eyes up at the ceiling. Arch that back. Stretch. Foot flat to the floor. Push yourself back up. Adjust your feet. Come back. Let's go and maybe do some bear. A different kind of power than a tiger. Not a predatory power. Not that kind of sharp focus of seizing prey. Big loafing, lumbering. So it's like make yourself this big bear that is gonna move and sway. So not graceful, not agile, just big, powerful swaying movements. And we're gonna pick our legs up and we're gonna stomp. Yeah, like if you want to make sounds, go ahead and do it. The hands are just gonna be loose fists, just like we did before, and you're gonna get all the weight on one leg, and you're gonna feel this other leg. You're gonna pick it up from the hip. So the hip goes up first. So you can feel like this is kind of squeezing in, and let your knee bend. So this leg comes up from the hip and it's going to go out to that corner. And then your whole body weight is going to stomp into it. And then you see that there's this like forward lean that happens. So you're just going to sway with this. I'm going to let your arms kind of expand. And then you're going to sit back. And you're going to rotate and turn and let the arms swing around. And then you're going to shift your weight into it again. Arms swing around again. And all of your weight's going to go into that leg. And then here, pick it up from the hip. Knees bent. And bring that leg forward. And then stomp into it. And sway forward. And sit back. And then turn around, let the arms swing around. I just feel the power surging. It's this like connected, slow, but really powerful feeling. Hips up, brings the knee up. Stomp, your whole weight goes forward. And you sit back. Turn, let the hands rotate. And then one more time. Shift that weight. Let that hip come up, knees come up. Stomp, sway, back, turn. You feel that? This bear movement, you just feel that whole sway, and it should feel really good in that waist, right? As you do that sway, and then strengthening in here as we pick this up. So there's some core work in here. We have a ton of acupoints on the bottoms of our feet. So in this exercise, when you stomp on your foot, you're stimulating all of those points as you like stomp down as hard as you can. Okay, so monkey picking fruit from a tree. Think Asian monkeys, like quick movements. So we're gonna go and make monkey paws that look like this, where the fingertips kind of come to a point with the hand, and we're gonna pick like this. So when we get to the picking fruit from the tree, one hand's going to come up and pick like this. The other hand is actually going to come to the side like that. So it's going to look like this. And the other way it's going to look like this. Where the hand that's not picking the fruit is going to come out to the side and it's going to point down. So both arms are kind of extended. Like before in tiger springing on its prey, we did this kind of fist where the thumb goes to the base of the ring finger and we squeeze around that thumb. So this is how we're going to grab the fruit. Yes, fun and playful and light, and take that approach. One hand's going to be the monkey's paw, right? You're going to bend your knees. You're going to step back. Weight shifts back, and the other hand by your ear. Bend your knees. Look up at the tree. You see that fruit. Look back at your hands. Hand drops down, and you step out, and weight comes forward, and you grab that fruit from the tree. Thumb to the base of the ring finger. Pluck it back. Fist by your ear, palm under elbow, feet together, bend the knees, and then open the palm and you eye that fruit. It looks good. Other hand, monkey paw, step back, bend your knees, feet together, hand by your ear. Look up at the tree. Look at your hand. Drop the hand down, step forward, and pluck the fruit. Thumb to the base of the ring finger, squeeze, bring it back, hand under elbow, feet together, open the palm, see the fruit, and then other way again. Bend your knees, hand by your ear, look up at the fruit on the tree, look back at your hand, step out and pluck the fruit. Thumb to the base of the ring finger, squeeze, feet together, open the palm. Last time. Look up at the fruit, look back at your hand, and pluck the fruit. Thumb to the base of the ring finger, squeeze, bring it back, feet together, open the palm. All right, so that is our monkey picking fruit from the tree. Playful monkey. This next movement, we're taking a whole different animal approach now. Now we are a bird. Wild geese lands on the beach. Now we've got big wings and we are going to be elegant and we're going to imagine our wings spreading and we're landing on the beach. So we're coming down and then we're going to come back up. This is a pretty tricky exercise. This is actually going to be the hardest one that we have done because it really requires some core engagement. So again, I will show you the movement and then we'll do it together. But this movement is one of the most beautiful. Like, it is one of the most beautiful movements, and this movement will totally lift your spirit. Our hands come out and we're doing this cross back step here. So in this cross back step, there's a tendency for your body to kind of turn with the leg when it goes back. So core engagement to keep your hips facing forward, body facing forward as you cross. So right here, there's engagement. You want to cross your legs above the knees. The back heel stays up because you're then going to come down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop the elbows, and then you come down. And then you press the hands out. And then you feel like your fingertips are getting stretched out. And you come up. And then you're going to repeat. Shoulder blades together, come down, press out, and up. Feet together, and then the wings come back down. Modifications for people who can't go down. When you cross your leg, your knee just goes into the back of the front knee. And you just press into the knee when you come down. So you've got the front leg, the back of the knee is supporting on the back leg's knee. So just knee pushes into the back of the knee. Just come down here. Totally fine. That's a modification. You can do that. If you can get the legs to cross above the knees, now you support on the back upper thigh. And you can just go down a little bit lower. You don't have to go down all the way. Resting on that back thigh. If you can't get the knees to cross, it's harder. Now you have to rely on the strength of the front leg. So at least go knee into the back of the knee. And if you can cross it above the knee, you can come down and rest on the back thigh. And bring the hands up. All your weight's on your right leg. Your left crosses over. The back heel stays up. Right? And do whatever modification you need. Eyes look over on your right side. Shoulder blades together. Bending those elbows, dropping down. Elbows come down, fingers come up. Stay down. Push the hands out. Stay down and feel the fingertips getting stretched out. Up. Again. Shoulder blades together. Down. Stay down. Press the hands out. Feel the fingertips getting stretched. Up. Back foot comes in, feet together. Like the wings of that goose. Down. Other way. Keeping your core engaged to the front. Look over to the left. Squeeze those shoulder blades down. Dropping those elbows down, shoulder blades down. Stay down, press out. Feel the fingertips getting stretched. Up. Shoulder blades together. Drop. Stay down. Press. Fingertips feel stretched out. Up. And feet together, like the wings of the bird, down. These animal movements are a lot of fun because you take on the spirit of the animal. So you cannot just do this movement as yourself. This is why I kind of call this Druid training, because when you're a Druid, you transform into the animal. It's no longer your character sheet that you're playing, right? When you transform into an animal, you now play that animal's character sheet. It's no longer you. So for these animal Qigong movements, you need to take that same approach. It's like it's not just you doing the movements anymore. It's like you transform into this animal, their spirit, and do the movement as the animal. You just tap into this like higher power. It's like there's this energy that you feed that isn't there if you're just kind of, going through the motions.